going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're actually going to do a tech talk, and we're going to do an October update of Azure VMware Solution. So I'm Matthew Webb. I'll be your host today. And today, we have a special guest from the home office of Microsoft in Redmond, Washington. Saloni, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, Saloni?
Hi, yes, hello everyone. I'm Saloni from the product group at Azure VMware Solutions. I've been here for a little over 2 years now, and excited to bring all our new offerings to you.
Very cool. Very cool. This is like the first month or a couple weeks. We're actually getting into the fall weather too. I'm in Portland, so we're both kind of up in the pack north of us, which is really nice.
It's gorgeous out here.
Yeah, yes. Well, cool. Thank you so much for joining today because, what's top of customers' minds is, there's changes happening at for the AVS product line for Azure VMware Solution. Let's go ahead and go to the next slide real quick because what I wanted to do was talk about what AVS is and how it works. And then we're going to get into what these big changes are. So I noticed on the channel, we haven't had like an intro to what AVS is for some time. So I just wanted to bring those people up to speed that maybe don't even know what AVS stands for. So AVS, Azure VMware Solution, is our VMware solution in Azure. It's based on a VMware software-defined data center. It's installed on bare metal systems in Azure. It's different than the fleet of inventory that they have, where they've got maybe Azure VMs and other things that are stand up for all their services, but it's right next to it. So it's bare metal install of vCenter, NSXT, vSphere, vSAN, and even includes HCX. And that whole bill of materials is exactly what we're about to get into, which is super exciting. And the reason why people have been moving to this product line is because one, it's quick for cloud migrations, little retooling, ease of migration. You're not changing everything with a replatform. And there's some different use cases, things like data center evacuation, disaster recovery. Maybe they want to do a hybrid cloud and expand their on-prem capacity needs through a VMware solution. So that's just like the 101. This is what AVS is. So maybe let's hit the next slide. So we know now what it is today, but we're going through some big changes because there's some big announcements. So maybe talk about it really quick about what BYOL is and what that means for you guys on the product group side.
Well, with the whole Broadcom's new VCF bundling strategy, we've seen that a lot of the individual softwares that customers used to get is now bundled as a one VMware Cloud Foundations. And now AVS is also moving to the VMware Cloud Foundations model. But what happens with the whole BYOL is we now open up our Azure VMware solutions to our customers to bring their VCF subscription, whatever they have purchased, onto AVS, or they can even purchase the entire VMware solutions and allow us to manage their VCF subscriptions. So it's just opening up our solution as a one solution model and leave the VCF subscription strategy open to the customers.
Very cool. Yeah. So, we're at Broadcom obviously going through a transition where we're aggregating our product lines into this VCF stack. And so that you guys are adopting that VCF stack now. It had a majority of the technologies in VCF, but there's still some differences, which I know you have a slide on you're going to talk about in a second. But let's first start with like where the AVS stack is today and kind of where you guys are going to. So maybe hit on some of the items on this slide.
Right. So as you see, I think most or actually all of our the individual software solutions within the VCF stack, we are already on all the major versions that the VCF 5.2 is. And over the next few months and quarter, we are going to upgrade all our existing solutions to even the minor upgrades so that we reach the parity with whatever the VCF bundle offers. And so that's where we are at. There is, as you see, there'll be still some differences because ARIA is now included as in the VCF bundle, whereas AVS originally was not giving ARIA as our first party solution. So that's also something we are working towards. In the end of the day, our North Star is the AVS would represent what the VCF 5.2 and the upcoming versions are going to be. So we are going to be in parity with wherever you install your VCF bundle.
Very cool. And this is something that's on, Microsoft Docs where you can see all the different versions. It's good to kind of see like where you guys are trying to get to, because we've had this product. This product's been around for some time. I've been covering it personally for 3 years. So like, I mean, this is, a mature, good offering, but obviously there's this iteration change that's going to take time. And obviously, big thing I want to at least tell people viewing this video: we're not trying to commit any dates here. We're telling any specific timelines, but specifically what we want to get across is like we have a product today. It's based on mostly VCF, not in the VCF in its entirety, and we'll have the same product, but it's going to iterate over time to get to that full 5.2 stack bundle. Is that a good
Right.
summarization? Would you say
It
that's
is.
pretty okay?
That's
Great.
pretty accurate.
So like the big announcements, what did that actually mean? And I think you've got that like on your next slide. You want to go ahead and go to your next slide? Well, actually, no, this is great. This is okay. What remains and what's changing? Maybe touch on this real quick.
Right. So if you see, again, the core software solution remains the same. You have ESXi, vCenter Server, vSAN, NSX, HCX.
Mm,
All of those remain. We are going to upgrade to the VCF bundle. Now, what changes are the NSX firewall, which was originally baked into AVS's base pricing cost. It's now become an add-on for in the VCF bundle. So there is a little difference in what AVS really offers as its base solution. Now, what it really means for our customers, what it means for NSX firewall to become an add-on is something we are also working towards.
mm.
And again, as we speak, we are trying to understand what our roadmap would look like. Again, talking to all our customers and seeing what their needs are so that when we bring our changes, we are still offering customers exactly what they need. And
Yeah.
similarly, ARIA Suite was now known as VCF Operations and Automation, originally known as ARIA Suite, is now a part of the VCF stack. Again, it comes with its own set of several software solutions within the suite as well. So again, something we are talking to our customers and trying to understand what their needs around ARIA Suite are, what it would mean to bring it as a first party offering, like as a day one solution in AVS. Again, we don't have it right now in our solution, but this is something we're thinking towards as we build our product roadmap.
Good. This is a good visual representation. So, like, what does the stack actually mean? What's in it and what's not in it just yet? And I know, like, I've got, many customers I've worked with over 3 years. Some use the distributed firewalls, some don't. Some use just, some people put in third-party firewalls and other things. So obviously, you need to engage customers and understand, how many are using it and what they're going to do and how you integrate that into the product moving forward. Since it is an add-on, it's a great call out. People that have been going through VCF ELAs on-prem are obviously thinking about this and understanding, what they want to purchase there. So same thing for Microsoft. And then, of course, the ARIA Suite's gone through 3 name changes. So we had the vRealize Suite is what it was previously, now ARIA, now VCF Ops and Automation. Which includes, like, you said ops and automation, but also like network insight. And I know there's some big changes in VCF 9 that are happening. So, our changes reflect changes for Microsoft, and that's going to take time. But it's a good.
Trying to catch up with all the name changes here.
Yeah, exactly. got to make sure we know what we're talking about, because marketing
You're
changes can get us confused for
you're
sure.
keeping
For
us
sure.
on our toes, so that's for sure.
Yeah, cool. So let's set your next slide, which I think was what the actual announcement means, right? Yeah. So what does that, and we'll have some resources that we'll leave into the comments on the description of this video. But obviously Microsoft's working towards something, but there's a big announcement, and this kind of hits on what that announcement means. Maybe you want to touch on that.
Right. As I think I briefly touched upon this earlier, but by introducing the whole license, the VCF subscription portability, we're now opening up a whole new world of like cost optimization, because whether you purchase your VCF subscription from Broadcom or you decide to just lift and shift with not worrying about where you purchase your subscription, there is a solution. And again, different customers prefer different cost optimization based on whether they're hybrid solution, multi-cloud solution, or completely a cloud solution. And so this kind of gives them a like a complete flexibility, and again, not having to worry what their workload does, where their workload is, and completely like decoupling the cost optimization and pricing strategy from actual workloads itself. And
Yeah.
that's what the offering is. And again, for us, we call it a single solution. So no matter where you purchase your vSAFE subscription for, AVS is a single solution. And everything else from the vSAFE subscription purchase perspective is purely a cost optimization strategy.
Yeah.
And again, I think the vSAFE subscription portability offering is going to be differently priced because now you're purchasing your own vSAFE subscription, so you don't have to pay Microsoft for it. But having said that, it's still a fully managed infrastructure from Microsoft.
So you said that so eloquently. I mean, at the end of the day, what this is like a procurement change. I'm oversimplifying here, but that really is what it is. The product is the same. That's what you just said, which is the most important thing I want customers to take away from this, or partners, or whoever's viewing these videos. The product is the same, but the way you actually get the licensing for it will be different now. You could either get it, as a BYOL model. That's kind of the term we continue to use. It's really bring your own subscription. But at the end of the day, you can bring your licenses and use them in AVS, or you can procure them in an integrated offering. So like if you were to try to simplify it, there's two ways. You either get the BYOL SKU, or you get the integrated SKU. And that's what the big announcement change is being able to leverage your existing VCF subscriptions in Azure. Did I summarize that well? Does that sound about right?
Pretty well. And I think uh, if once our customers actually do onboard with either of the two offerings, and we call it the vSAFE subscription portability offering, because you're literally just porting your vSAFE subscription. um, when our customers actually do provision their private clouds, they'll see that they're just using a single SKU of whatever hardware or the node instance type they want to provision. So it's truly a single solution model because while they're provisioning their private clouds, we don't even differentiate between a BYOL SKU or like a non-BYOL. It's
Oh, that's good.
just a pricing construct.
Yeah, that's good. That's good to even give even more context into how to view this. Some people have talked to me and they think like this is a brand new, like a new iteration of AVS, and it is a big announcement, a big change. But really, to the product, it's not a direct change, except for what we talked about before, which is this iterative process of getting to the entire tech stack, while
Right.
also making this one change of the procurement model. So that's really, really helpful. So, listen, I've covered the product for 3 years, and this has been so much change for this product in just a couple of weeks. I find even it challenging to keep up with, like, where do I keep up with this information, right? Like, I love that we can talk about it here on the YouTube channel. This is an unofficial source of information on AVS. What are some of the official resources? I think you've got that on your next slide.
Yeah, I think again we'll drop it even in the YouTube description, I'm
Yep.
assuming, but
Yep.
these are like what Azure VMware Solutions is, what really Microsoft and Broadcom's the whole VCF portability partnership really means. And I've added the link for that. And once you've decided, okay, I do want to use the VCF portability offering of Microsoft, how to even get started, where to purchase, how to ask for more details, and how to provision, how to send, everything's just covered in the link. So
Yeah, no, that's
um,
awesome.
it's pretty much an end-to-end.
And most of it's on docs, the learn.microsoft.com site, right? And I know it's GitHub. I think you
Yes.
can set I don't know if you can set specific alerts when there's changes on just a portion of it, but nonetheless, like, bookmark this page, go check it out. I mean, I remember even internally, one of my peers shared a link on the BYOL SKU and how to actually go through the procurement method step by step for a BYOL SKU, and had that information. And he shared it like it was common knowledge. I hadn't seen it yet. So like, go, if you're following this product closely and you want to know newest updates as it comes to the BYOS and the iterations and the technology as it moves forward, these are going to be the links. We'll put them in the description below and make it happen.
I just do want to call out one small thing. I know we've had a lot of terms going around. We've been in a phase of calling it a BYOL,
Yeah.
then a bring your own subscription, VCF portability. I think if you just search VCF portability or subscription portability on Azure, you're going to find all the resources you need just by Googling it.
Perfect. Google search queries are always important on how you phrase it. So that's perfect. It's a good info. Well, this has been super helpful. I appreciate you kind of like, consolidating this down, giving customers and partners an update on where we're at. I think we hit mostly what we wanted to hit today. I'll make sure I put these links in the description below. If anyone has an idea for a new topic on the video, this is a collaborative channel. Please reach out to me. And Saloni, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you. It was nice talking to you, Matthew.
Thank you.